Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time around, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. This is over on Disney Plus right now. It's a special presentation by Disney Plus and Marvel Studios. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to the non spoiler version of this. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Actually, is on this side. Uh, I've got over 1,000 videos from YouTube to pick, from here based on what you've been looking at. They basically pick from the algorithms all the stuff you've been watching, all the nasty stuff you've been watching, and they match it to one of the videos in my nasty library of videos there and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you feel lucky, you can hit that bell down below. And YouTube may or may not notify you when I come on live. Best thing to do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week, and I'm mostly on time. Yeah, this week's been a little bit challenging, shall we say. So I was getting ready to get out for the rest of the week. I'm out for the rest of the year from work at the moment. Um, I'm on vacation technically, so there was a lot of stuff I had to do beforehand, and I was exhausted. So that's why I didn't make some of those things that I did that I had on my list of things to do. But anyway, that's there. My schedule's there, plus all the future stuff that's coming up, and all the links to my social media and links to my pages are there as well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? This is the non-spoiler version. If you don't know what the Guardians of the Galaxy are by now, well, there's been two movies. There's been an animated. They've been in the animated Marvel What If. Let's see what else have they been in. Groot's had his own spin-off as well, animated spin-off on this. There's been a lot of different stuff that's out there of Guardians of the Galaxy. If you don't know who they are by now, you probably won't. So where does this take place? This really takes place after Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Um, I'm trying to think again. Yeah, it falls within there. So that's where this takes place. And really what this is, it's what it says. It's a holiday special. Marvel has been doing they started this off with Werewolf by Night, and now they're doing this with Marvel, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, where they're just doing one-offs. Where they were a movie. I believe it's an hour and 15 minutes long, something like that. Actually, let me take a look at the IMDb here. And 41 minutes, actually. It's only 41 minutes long. So there you go. And yeah, 41 minutes long, and it feels like a movie, actually. It does have it's it's got its moments. This mainly focuses quite a bit on Drax and Mantis, um, and takes place during the holidays, Christmas. Some of it takes place on Earth, and some of it takes place in space. So that's where we're at with this. And it's James Gunn, so of course it's comedy as well. Um, is it a must see before you watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Not really. I mean, you can get there's a few additions that are brought up here that they'll probably say at the very beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So you really don't need to watch it to be a completist unless you really are a completist. Is it fun? Yes, it's fun. Is it worth your time? Yeah, if you like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, the characters, James Gunn's wit, the characters' wits as well. It's a lot of fun. And it is an endearing, touching holiday movie. It will be. I kind of feel it's going to be a classic, like a holiday classic later on down the line. It was that kind of touchy feely stuff to it. So it had a good message too. So that is the spoiler free version of this. That's about as best as I can do spoiler free on that. So with that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the show, the special. I guess there we go, the special. If you have not watched the special, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Give me enough time to hit the pause button, whatever you're going to do. Cover your eyes, put your fingers in your ears, whatever you need to do. So the whole addition of Kevin Bacon being now part of the MCU, uh, as a character of himself is pretty fucking funny. Also, Kira Sedgwick as well. Even though she doesn't show up in it, she is on the phone to Kevin Bacon a couple of times. My favorite, of course, is when he's on the ship on Nowhere and he gets the call and he's like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "I get reception out here," and Kragen's like, "Yeah, we get pretty good reception out here." So he's able to talk to his wife. So that was actually pretty funny. The whole thing with Drax and Mantis finding out that Kevin Bacon is not a superhero, does not have any special powers, is just an actor, is also pretty funny initially, and then it gets kind of tiring, like really, really quick. That's the only negative I have to say about this entire thing. Um, the whole thing with Mantis doing the fake barfing thing, for some reason, just always, annoys me. It perturbs me, I guess you could say, and, that's the only thing I would say negative about this entire thing. The rest of it, the music is on par. Kevin Bacon's band actually is dressed up as aliens. They play, in this as well. Kevin Bacon, of course, performs in this as well. He does a Christmas song, and this whole thing is about Peter, and of course it's Drax and Mantis fucking up, a story that they heard, I guess you could say third hand, if you will. And so of course they're gonna fuck it up that Yondu had fucked up Christmas for Peter, and of course a story that's told by Kraglin to them, and they decide to make it right for Peter because Peter is he's down because um Gamora is dead. Well, his Gamora is dead. The other Gamora from 2013 is now roaming around. She's a Ravager now. Spoiler alert on that one. But yeah, she's out around in the universe. The Guardians have bought Nowhere from the Collector, and they are essentially sprucing up Nowhere, which of course is the giant head of a celestial that people have been mining and whatnot. And so he's busy setting that up, and it's kind of a sanctuary for pretty much everyone in the galaxy there to come in and set up shop. And that's what he's been setting up there. And he's been kind of more business minded than actually having fun, being himself, that kind of thing. And that's what kind of worries Drax and Mantis. They just want him to be happy for once. Uh, and then also, there's also a big thing too. And honestly, this really isn't a big thing because we should have already known this from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, is that Mantis is actually Peter's half sister. So that's, cemented as, being canon now that she is his half sister. And that is brought up. We also have an addition to the group to Cosmo, the dog, the Russian dog, the Russian astronaut dog that has telekinetic powers and can talk telepathically, is now part of the group as well. And it's actually working with Rocket. So we have that as well. And it's voiced by Maria, Borat's niece. I forget her name now. Maria. Oh man, now I'm going to blank on it completely. I'm looking right now. Maria Bakalova. Bakalova. There we go. So she is the voice of Cosmo. Um, yeah, it's a good movie. It's a lot of fun. And on the other thing that was kind of weird was Groot is now, I guess you can say, not a tween anymore. He is more. He looks like he's 18 to 20, somewhere around there, and it looks like it's a guy played in a rubber suit. Even though it's CGI, it does look like a guy in a rubber suit, and that would be my only other thing that I would say is a negative on this is, it looked weird. It kinda took me out of it a couple of times just when I saw him, and, um, yeah. So this version of Groot, because remember, this is the son of Groot. This is not Groot. Groot is dead. The original Groot that we know is dead. So Fun show, fun, special. A lot of feels in it, of course, with Christmas and everything there too. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Like I said, it's 41 minutes in length. Yeah, watch longer shit than that on YouTube for the most part. Me, for example. So, yeah, go out there and watch it. I mean, if you want to watch a good holiday show, if you will, and have a little sci-fi mixed into it and some funniness, of course, and all that kind of good stuff. So it is worth your time. Yes. With that said, what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, I'm having to reshuffle a couple of things because, of course, I missed stuff I was supposed to do. Tomorrow is going to be I'm planning on this anyway. In the morning, of course, is going to be the Sunday edition is of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the weekend and genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Monday, I'm going to try and do the double header of Doom Patrol. So that is Doom Patrol season 4, episodes 1 and 2. Tuesday is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And that is going to be Wednesday. See what I did there? Tuesday is going to be on Wednesday. Okay. There you go. That's on Netflix, by the way, the Wednesday series on Netflix. And let's see. Wednesday, of course, is going to be Willow. Thursday will be Doom Patrol episode 3. That's right, episode 3 on Doom Patrol. And I believe Friday I'm off. So actually, let's have a good look there for a moment. I'm going to go over to Suspended Fanimation, like I said, and .com and see what's up there. Yeah, there really is nothing else that is coming out series wise. All right, until January. Good. So, that's where we're at on all of this. And next week, the week after, I should say, the week after the next week here, I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be out of the country here for a couple of days anyway. And it's just Canada, honestly, is where I'm going. I will be back for Doom Patrol, but uh, you know, Willow is probably going to be on a different day than on Wednesday. But with that said, I know I kind of hit you guys up the last minute here on preempting last night's episodes and all that stuff. Like I said, I was pretty wiped out yesterday. By the time I got home, I put that up on the community board there on YouTube that I wasn't going to be doing this. I wasn't going to be doing any streaming last night, and then I literally just crashed out. I crashed out for a while. So that's what ends up happening when you're trying to just cram everything in at the last minute at work and make sure that uh, everything's covered for you, which I think it is. Hopefully, because I've got my phone turned off. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you know who you are out there, Morks. Take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. Yes, Cheryl, it was fun. It was a fun little show there. And like I said, it's going to be a holiday classic. It really will be for years to come. All right. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again tomorrow for the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may realize that you've been abducted by aliens and have been taken over to the head of a celestial being that's being mined for all the minerals that are inside of it that other aliens are coming into to well, anyway, it's a long story, but it's funny at the same time. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get the boosters as well, because they don't work without the boosters. and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. Stay safe out there. Good night.